Okay, so a lot of you were struggling with the one question on the quiz from last week about creating search statements. And I think a possible reason is because many of you confused the term search statement with research question. What I have on the screen right here, this is a research question. This is what you guys had to create in week 2 of our class. So this is an example from one of my previous classes, how and what is the impact of fast fashion on the global fashion industry. Now, if we were to turn this into a search statement, what I'm referring to is what you type into these search bars, or if you're in the basic search, into just one search bar in any of the databases. So let's start off. This is how you would build one of these. Let's start off just with the term fast fashion. And let's plug it in here. And now what comes up is a whole bunch of different stuff. And honestly, like there's a lot here. There's 19,000 results. So if I wanted to build something more specific for what I was looking for, what I would need to do is add in other words. And I can do that using the advanced search. Now, there's a really good example of this on page 48 of your textbook that looks exactly like this. So you'll notice I am missing this concept of global fashion. So what I might do is take that and add it in the second line. So I've got fast fashion and global fashion. So this is how it would be written as a search statement. Literally, it would say fast fashion and, just like it says in the little drop-down menu, global fashion. Another thing that you can do is this term right here, fast fashion. That is a recognized phrase. Now, you're not going to put quotation marks. Some of you did this. Some of you put quotation marks like around an entire question. Now, that tells me that you don't really understand what the quotation marks do, because what's going to happen is it's going to search for literally this exact thing word for word. How and what is the impact, etc. But with fast fashion, this is a recognizable phrase within the fashion industry. So I can do it like this. Fast fashion, in quotation marks, and global fashion. Now, this is a totally different search statement than the one I wrote before. This one is looking for the word fast, the word fashion, the word global, and the word fashion again. This is looking for the phrase fast fashion together. And you'll notice I'm down to 316 when I do that, as opposed to 19,000. Because when you put something in quotation marks, you are always going to get less results. That's another thing that many of you confused. Many of you thought that the word and was going to give you more results. Never the case. And always gives you less results. If I wanted more results, what I could do is something like this. Global fashion or global economy. And you notice what I'm doing here. This is where the parentheses come into play. You, again, don't put parentheses around an entire search statement. Instead, what you do is you put it around some words that you're combining with or. This tells the computer, I want either the words global fashion or global economy, and I want you to combine one of those two with fast fashion. So now let's see what this does to the search. We still only have 316, so let me see if I can do this so that it'll actually give me more. Let's do, how about economy or growth? Let's do that one. Or let's do this. Actually, I have a better one. International or global, because these two words are synonyms. And you see this example here, international or global or foreign. I could do that as well. And then let's add an industry in another line. And let's see what this does to the search. Okay, so now I have 272. If I take out industry, I have 649. So what I'm doing is I'm playing around with the words, I'm playing around with the order that I'm using, but you notice I am never ever typing a sentence into these search bars. So a variety of search statements that I've come up with here. I said fast fashion and global fashion, fast fashion in quotation marks. I said fast fashion and global or international, things like that. So what we're using all of those different things that we talked about, that the book talked about and that the tutorial talked about, and we're putting them together into something that the database will understand, something like this. The database only knows how to search for what you type in. If you type in an entire sentence, it is going to look for the word how, the word what, the word is, the word the, which these things have absolutely no relevance to the database. What you want are words that have relevance by themselves, like global fashion. Okay? So if you still have questions about this, send me an email or put it in that question and answers thread. And let me know how this goes. This is a major part of your midterm, so if you don't know how to do this, you could very well fail the midterm, and I do not want to see that happen. All right, good luck, guys.